I'll put this one in the sound slice. Let me do that. I think that will be easier for this purpose. There it is. Nice and fresh. Hot off the press. Solo Etude number 1. Let's listen to it. It's supposed to pick up right off that ending note on the melody. 1, 2, 3, 4. At this point, I'm just going to analyze this. I think I heard Django do something like this in the past, that opening lick. I don't know. It's definitely not a note-for-note transcription, so it's just my own ideas, influenced by lots of Django, hopefully. I really like that concept. As many of you already know, I call those embellishments. I call that the upper neighbor tone. So if you have the C chord as a bar chord, you just play scale tone above the C. So I'm thinking just D minor to C. Just very pretty, very inside, like this. That was a half step on the 4-3, and then. So if you're not used to that, it's a fun little riff. You can do it really fast just by visualizing the C chord. And you just have to keep track whole step above, whole step, whole step. And then on the third, you have to know where the third is, half step, whole step. Many of you are familiar with this. That's that caravan hack. Same idea, except this is not a dominant chord. It's just a C major chord. Okay, so now we're on the C blues, and here's the ideas behind this. I'm thinking just C pentatonic here, C something. Actually, there's not too many notes, but it's just G. Django does this actually. It's a little G, you know, pedal tone. I started the dominant chord early on measure 3, so I'm kind of turning it to C7 by doing that G minor 6 arpeggio. It says measure 5 on the Etude, because the first 2 measures were pickup measures. The solo doesn't really begin till C6, just so you know. So it's 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... And there I did put the F major to F minor flavor as the rhythm section is doing on Django's 1947 recording. Major, minor, then a C riff here. It's all very diatonic. Triplet, and I'm going to stop there because now I'm thinking E minor 7 to A7 instead of C/E, E flat dim. I'm bebopping it up a little bit there. So again, hopefully maybe you're on measure 5. Maybe you're saying, no, I got to do this diagonal G minor 6 arpeggio. Django on a C chord, he's doing this, and you could do this. Okay, you can do those arpeggios. So I'm kind of combining the diagonal with the position playing. Bebop there. Django did that in Closure too. Just like this. But I'm surrounding the third of the F. That kind of creates melodic interest. So measure 5, 6, and 7 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Classic bebop styling, phrasing there, outlining. E minor 7 arpeggio. Oh, and the little triplet. Then E minor 7. Diminish it. I'm teaching you my favorite tricks. And that's a 2-5. you take the minor chord, which is in this case E minor, you arpeggiate it, and then you turn it to a diminished, and that's a sub for the A7. It creates A7 flat 9, but you're still thinking E dim. Okay, that's a great trick to go from the 2 to the diminished 2, basically. And yes, I'm calling E minor the 2 in this case, like, because it's isolated 2, 5, and then D minor is the 2. And now I'm doing the very classic gypsy jazz thing to do. We all know that as the minor add 9 arpeggio. We use that quite a bit. But here it is on D minor. It's very pretty. And then that bleeds over to the 5 chord G7. I do this chord. I love this striking chord. If you can get up that high. If you can't, you can do it an octave lower, or you don't have to even do that chord. You can substitute something else. If that chord is new for you, it's a G13 with a flat 9. G13 with a flat 9 from the C chord. Really just want to. And then after that, strike G13 flat 9. And yes, you can actually slide that every 3 frets. Johnny Smith used that actually in Moonlight in Vermont, that classic recording. Beautiful, beautiful chord. Anyways, and then on the C6 there, the last 2 measures of that turnaround, I'm using what I call the magic shape. The magic shape is stacked fourths. It's very ambiguous. So I'm just playing the blues scale. Out of rhythm, it's just this. Okay, I'm adding in the D note, but you could just play the blues scale if you wanted to. The point is, use that parallel chord shape. The rhythm is 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then this G7 sharp 9 sharp 5. Okay, just more in your face chords there. So again, be. Here it is with the bass. And then C6. And that's C6-9. Now we're on chorus 2, or the second A, I should say, not chorus 2, second A. And listen to what I am doing here. Tell me what I am thinking. I did this. What is that?